Hey, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Sitting down a few minutes late here. There you go. We're good to go. All right, so we got 5 minutes to the bell here. Just kind of trying to get set up here. Oh, looking like... yeah, so today is a short day. We're going to have probably pretty low volume on the day, so I'm not sure if we're going to take any trades today, but we'll be here. We'll be patient, trying to find something good. Five minutes to the bell. Let's take a quick look at this here. Trying to consider taking a position here at the bell. Thinking about jumping in a short. We'll have to watch how the first few seconds of this candle come out. I have a bit of a strategy I've been trading lately, and if we're inside the range like we are right here on NQ, we can trade from the value area high to the point of control and potentially to the value area low. So we'll have to see how this starts shaking out at the bell here. We do currently have a bullish fair value gap right on the overnight VWAP, which is basically where we are right now. So that doesn't really play that well into my idea here. 470 up to 475. So technically, if this fair value gap holds, this is saying that we should be going long out of the gate here. But I'm not that convinced that it's going to be, that's going to be the play. Let's get some music going here. Media assets.
Artlist.io.
Hey, Tim, good morning.
Music licensing reimagined.
So we just opened the bell here. Volume's looking really light, really slow move here. See how this plays out. So looking like the short at the bell might have been the right trade. It was a little slow to enter there, but we're heading down towards point of control. Yeah.
Music licensing reimagined.
Wonder if the buyers are here right now in this area. There we go. It would have worked. The short out the gate. Hey, good morning, Dad. Glad to see you made it. Hope you're not feeling dizzy today.
Artlist.io. Artlist.io.
Yeah, short at the bell was the trade. I was just too slow. That's what happens when you get to the desk a little bit late. Hard to make your decisions so fast.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
So, what do we got going on here? We're looking like this is a pretty key area. As you can see, we were coming down. It feels, it broke through this point of control. That was being resistance here. As you can see, it like rejected there, rejected there. We went lower, we came back up. We ripped right through that, kind of played around a little bit there and went higher. So now coming back down over here, this could be the bottom here for a move higher. Not financial advice, but if we go by the way that the resistance was showing there, this could be support right now.
Artlist.io.
We'll mark this up with our New York VWAP. I'm gonna have to tag the rest of them.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
So interestingly enough, the NQ and the ES are both at their point of control right now. And typically they don't normally line up like that. Usually we'll be at the point of control of one and like a value area of the other one. So, hey Wakey, good morning.
Artlist.io.
And Daniel and Raj. Sorry guys, I just missed you. Yeah, hey Wakey. So what we're doing here is because Randy only streams Tuesday and Thursday on his channel, that since I'm streaming Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I'm also usually with them on Thursday, that we've started sending the stream to both of our channels at the same time. So I'm actually streaming on my channel also and Randy's, just so we get a little more coverage and you know, a little more for the viewers kind of thing. So yeah, that's what we're doing this morning. I just had a stream last night. It was pretty good. We took 2 trades on the stream. I was actually streaming for almost 4.5 hours. Took 2 trades, 2 winners. Yeah, it was a fun stream. So if you guys ever want to check out your Sunday evening stream, feel free to come and see it. We start at 3 p.m. West Coast time, so 6 p.m. East Coast time, Sundays when the market opens.
Music licensing reimagined.
So we did find support at that area down there, right at the PLC, bouncing a bit there.
Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah, volume's like really low, guys? Like compared to what we had on like the opening bell at the Friday. You know, let's see, what did we have here for volume on this one? 33,000 contracts on the opening bell on Friday, and this one we've only have 8,000. So be aware that you know, these holiday Mondays are going to be really low volume, so price action might not be as clean as it typically would be on a morning where we're like, it's a full day. So being patient is going to be the name of the game here. We can start framing up our opening range for now. I'm going to change the color of that to purple.
Music licensing reimagined.
So that's actually the 5-minute opening range. So we'll wait. We're probably going to wait till at least 6:45 before we take our first trade. Wait the full 15 minutes. So
Artlist.io.
So looking like we got 7 viewers right now. 4 of them are in Randy's channel and 3 of them are in my channel. So that's what I mean. We're just trying to get a little bit more coverage and some more content for the viewers. So I appreciate you guys showing up and checking it out.
Artlist.io.
Coming up on that previous day VWAP, which would be the New York VWAP from Friday.
Artlist.io.
We got the 200 EMA just above that. Kind of sort of our roadblocks temporarily. So I was thinking that yesterday we were going to get our accumulation, manipulation, distribution,
Music licensing reimagined.
accumulation, but it doesn't look like it exactly did what I thought it was going to do. Although we did manipulate the bottom, so technically we could be thinking higher, right? So if we consider like this area, this price action as accumulation, and then we broke all the way down there, that would be our manipulation. And then now this would be potentially distribution, so heading higher here. So we're flirting with that New York VWAP from the other day, from Friday.
Music licensing reimagined.
Looking pretty bullish right now. Let's see if we can actually break out of this area. Could stick a trend line up here, something like this. Looking pretty reasonable for a breakout.
Artlist.io.
So the ES is bouncing pretty nice. The Dow hasn't really done much yet. It's still kind of close to its opening price. Yeah. Oh, I got that on a factory.
Music licensing reimagined.
Weird. My Dow Jones is still showing it's in pre-market hours, but it shouldn't be. So I'm wondering if I accidentally changed some settings on it.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Try to find session change. Like that. I'm not sure what's going on with my Dow. Let's see if this helps. Actually, all of them are showing right now.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Let's see here. I gotta figure out why my trading view is not separating my pre-market from my open hours.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
So settings.
Artlist.io.
Yes.
Artlist.io.
Session breaks and session background.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
I'm not sure what's going on that. Right now, I'll have to figure that out later. Thanks, Zara. Good luck to you also. Being patient here.
Music licensing
We have
reimagined.
set the range in the last candle there. Go to 1 minute here. Yeah. Session or the opening range is set here, guys. Haven't done very much yet, but I feel like this is a decent little breakout area of potential. If you take a trade off the top of the range here, make sure you trail really tight, or take profits pretty aggressively. Typically, the first break of the range won't go very far and come back and retest it before it actually makes a real move. So just keep that in mind if you do take a long position. Looking like we're selling off a bit though. The volume's really low today, guys. 2.7K on the second 5-minute candle, and 1.8K on the first. Or sorry, that's not the first and second candle, but we do have this bullish fair value gap still. Is it showing up over here? No, it's been removed off of
Artlist.io.
trading view. Although it looks like it's still been kind of holding. That could also just be the overnight VWAP acting as support there. So we're pretty dark on the book below. We do have targets at 23.5 and 23.550.
Music licensing reimagined.
Our CVD is 450, so kind of not much really happening yet on that. We dropped down and we bounced back up. We had a low of 700.
Artlist.io.
So I mean, it looks like the buyers are definitely here for now. We found support at the point of control, which also has, this big move down here, but you can see that with these quick moves right there and this kind of like big candle back up, this area is a pretty key area for support or resistance, depending on which side we're at. So looking like we might be breaking out here soon. We've got 35 seconds left on this candle. This is kind of the first break of the opening range here. Did wick out a little bit, a couple points. So we're gonna try to be patient here. Look for something obvious for a trade. Keep in mind it's a half day today, so we're gonna be less volume and closing early. So when you have less volume like this, a big whale buyer or something or a seller could really affect the market because there's not a ton of market participants.
Artlist.io.
So we did break the top of the range there. We closed outside of the top of the range, tapped into that trend line there, and then rejected a bit. So, and we have the electronic VWAP there. That's that one right there from the Friday's overnight session. So like, there we go. Getting a little break out of the range here again. Thinking about entering here. See how this candle plays out a little bit longer before we jump in. What would be our targets? We don't really have much for targets up above. We do have the value area high on the electronic hours up there. That's quite a bit of ways away. Doesn't mean it couldn't go there, but maybe we can look at something like this, about half of the range. Eventual target of that. Probably cover some contracts around the 500 area. That 500 area is a pretty key area also, right? So that's why we're kind of stuck in between this range, the 450 to 500.
Music licensing reimagined.
So the longs will definitely be a strong play if we take the 500s, right? So let's mark this 500 out just because it'd be nice to have another reference. And we'll just make this one kind of a gray line.
Artlist.io.
Let's gotta run to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Artlist.io.
So we're getting that break right now, hey guys? We got 137 left on this candle here. Let's see how this candle closes. We could potentially be thinking about taking a long here with a stop sort of middle of the range. Let's see, what do we got for the range here? 42 bars. 42 points, sorry, on the open.
Artlist.io.
Looking pretty strong right now. Let's go down to the 1 minute here. Maybe we can see a little bit better of an entry point.
Music licensing reimagined.
This is the first break of the range, so I am a little reluctant to take this trade. We could wait for a pullback to the top of the range here for an entry, which would be a little bit smarter. Kind of getting that pullback right now a bit.
Artlist.io. Artlist.io.
So we do have a bullish fair value gap that just showed up on the NQ right in this area. Go back to the 5 here, maybe a little easier to see. Kind of right in this area.
Music licensing
That's green
reimagined.
for a bullish fair value gap. No, I'm actually going to remove this guy because it's gone off of the chart on the trading view. So this is from 486 to 487. I'm entering here, guys. Let's see if we can't get in here.
Artlist.io.
See if we can try to get this entry. So I entered on the bid. That's why I didn't get an instant fill.
Reimagined.
So we'll just be patient here. Give it a few seconds. Give it like another 40 seconds or so. Here we go. We're in now. So risking 245. Potential target of 617. Probably won't get there. So we'll probably cover if we can get up here. Let's we'll sell
Artlist.io.
3 of our 5 at this point at that 500 mark. If we do touch that, we're going to bring ourselves to break even just to try to keep the risk down on this trade.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
If we end up coming down with any momentum and we break this trend line and rip through this fair value gap, then I'll probably end up closing this trade early. I won't really have to wait for it to come all the way down here. Anywhere in this area might be, depending on how it reacts, might be a good time to just get out with a small loss, considering it is holiday Monday here. So
Music licensing
hey,
reimagined.
Tim, thank you. Good luck to you also if you do get into any trades here. Could think about adding in this fair value gap to get into the full 10-point position, but missed. Oops, sorry guys, that was probably really loud.
Artlist.io.
Just trying to get my electrolytes in.
Artlist.io.
So I can move on to coffee. Chilling out at my entry price here. Haven't done much.
Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah, volume's pretty low. It's just a reference to the time frame, Lucas. We're here for the, I guess it should be futures open and not New York open. We just probably reused the title from a previous stream. So, all right, Tim went long on SPX 500 and he moved his stop loss to break even. Very nice.
Music licensing reimagined.
Lucas, that's a very valid point, though. It's technically not really New York Open.
Artlist.io.
Yeah, the volume's volume's going to be low, so keeping that in mind. We could just have a slow grinder, though, today. Finding a little bit of resistance at the value area high here. We do have that 23,500 above us.
Artlist.io.
So SPX is as close to NQ as I can get on my platform. Gotcha.
Music licensing
Dow's been
reimagined.
ripping higher, and the ES and NQ are just kind of chilling at the top of the range here. We did kind of sweep the lows. Did we actually break the lows from Friday? Yeah, so we swept the lows from Friday. So that's kind of why I'm thinking like we're going to move higher today. So if we consider this area here as accumulation, and then this would be the manipulation, the move down, so we sweep some liquidity, and then it would be distribution after that. So in theory, we should be heading, up here to distribute all the contracts that they picked up in the liquidity from the lows to go distribute it higher.
Licensing reimagined.
That's kind of the reason I've been leaning a little bit long this morning. Plus, we sold off to the point of control, showed support here where we had been getting support in the overnight there, and this also was support at some point here, turned into resistance. So that's kind of what I'm thinking here. Anything can happen, holiday Monday, short hours, low volume, so.
Artlist.io.
Ooh, we got 15 viewers right now, everybody. That's crazy. 8 in Randy's and 5 in my channel. Thanks for checking us out, everybody. Appreciate you checking in. Getting a little bit of a pullback here. Touch the top of that downtrending line that I put in earlier. Having a bit of a battle. Buyers and sellers look like they're battling it out at this price level here. We do have that 45 or 23,400 or 500, 23,500 above us, which is kind of a pretty key psychological level. So we did touch the top of that range. Like I said earlier, if we ended up breaking this range down a bit, I might think about just exiting early. I don't really want to take a full loss on Monday like this on this trade. We do have the New York VWAP below, so that would kind of be the line in the sand, right? If we end up getting a closure below VWAP with any momentum, I'll try to get out of this trade a little bit early. We did put a small order at the 500s, front running the 500s slightly to see if we can't get a little bounce up there. If we do touch these orders or get really close to them, I'll probably drop my stop like slightly in the profit there. And we'll leave a couple runners to see if that can't, head to our target.
Artlist.io.
We could consider taking off one more here at the VWAP. Actually, that's not even accurate. One thing you got to be careful, guys, when you're trading with
Music
top one
licensing
futures and project
reimagined.
decks, it's sometimes the VWAPs don't line up properly. Let's see. Okay, yeah, there it is there anyways. Although that blue VWAP looks like it's off. I don't know. There we go, that disappeared. Okay, there shouldn't have been a blue VWAP up top there. So we can think about taking off one more contract in case we get up here. So we'll put up the limit sell right there also. That'll leave us one runner.
Artlist.io.
Looking for the value area high, front running that also. So far, not doing much yet. Chopping around in this area here.
Music licensing reimagined.
So we're going to be watching paint dry today. Hey, good morning, Andrew. Just for anyone who just showed up, we have 14 viewers right now. So between Randy and I, we decided that we we're going to just start streaming between both of our channels at the same time, just to get a little more coverage and also to provide a little more value to the viewers. So right now we currently have 9 people in Randy's channel and 5 in my channel. But yeah, I'm just streaming today and I'm sharing it to Randy's channel. And then other days when we're typically on live with him on Thursday at his channel, we'll be streaming that also to my channel. So just to get more coverage, a little more exposure, try to build up those viewers. So appreciate you guys coming in to check it out. And good luck today. It's going to be a bit of a slow day today. We're getting a little bit of a pullback into that fair value gap there.
Artlist.io.
So we'll have to just try to be patient today, guys. Wait for this paint to dry.
Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah, so far we're looking okay. I'm hoping we're gonna go somewhere soon, but we broke out the top of the range. It looks like we've kind of retested it at least once now. Well, we had that original candle breakout that retested, so we've actually kind of retested the top of the range twice now. So I'm hoping that we're going to get our move higher here pretty soon. Like I was saying a few minutes ago, I feel like we're in our distribution stage in ICT terms. So accumulation would have been this whole area here, right? Accumulation, some manipulation. We broke the lows there, and now they're going to try to distribute it. So I'm hoping that we're going to head to the high side from this liquidity sweep down low. That's kind of where I'm getting this bullish bias from. But like I said, also it's Monday. We got low volume, so anything could happen at this point. It's going to be a bit of a slow mover, obviously. So patience is the name of the game here. Enjoy your coffee and patiently wait for some sort of action here.
Reimagined.
If you guys have any questions, please feel free to put it in the chat. I'd love to try to answer anything that I can. add a little value if I can at any way. Is anybody else in a position here? Are you guys looking long, or are you just sitting flat or being patient?
Artlist.io.
I know Tim was taking a trade on the SPX 500.
Artlist.io.
So we're testing the top of the range again right now. 5-minute pullback might take us all out. Nathan.
Music licensing
Are you
reimagined.
in a long position right now? Nice. All right. Well, good luck to you, and good luck to anyone else who's in the long.
Artlist.io.
Forming what looks like a little bull flag here. So hopefully we're going to break out of the top of that range. Like I said, 24,000 or 23,500 is a pretty key area there. So Kevin is long from 23,483, looking for the top of market range. Nice. 83, that's a good entry. Yeah, you got in a little bit earlier than me, right at the top of the opening range.
Artlist.io.
Let's hope that it works out for everybody.
Artlist.io.
But yeah, we got up to the top of the range and we've been doing nothing since then. So looking like we might get a little pullback here.
Music licensing reimagined.
Hoping that trend line that I put in earlier is going to end up, hopefully the buyers are there.
Artlist.io.
Bounced a bit there. See where this candle closes. We got 1:42 left on this 5-minute candle. Hey Scott, good morning. Taking the day off, enjoying the Labor Day. Nice. Thanks for checking in. Yeah, it probably won't be a very long stream today. We'll see how this trade goes, whether or not I'll continue streaming much longer. If the price action doesn't show us that it's worth being here, So we got 12 viewers right now. We got 8 viewers in Randy's channel and 4 viewers in my channel. Appreciate you guys all showing up. Like I said, we're streaming to both channels just so we can have extra coverage. So if you haven't checked out my channel, you might miss some things here and there. It's a Market Butcher. So if you want to check it out, the best way to search it is through Market Butcher Trades. Because if you search Market Butcher, you actually get flooded with actual butchers, like meat butchers. So Market Butcher Trades, and you can find my channel. Appreciate if anybody likes and subscribes to that. That would be great.
Music licensing reimagined.
Got a little pullback. We did dip into the top of the range. Looks like the buyer stepped in right away there. Bought it straight back up. Let's hope that they are still around. Going to hold us up there. So we didn't invert this gap yet, did we?
Artlist.io.
Looks like we kind of inverted that gap there, actually. So that's not looking that great for us. 85. But we won't count it out just yet. We're kind of in this bull flag, so let's hope for a break out of the top of the range. That'd be nice. Top of this flag. But it's definitely a battle where we are right now. So the buyers and the sellers are just fighting to see who's going to be in control. As you can see by the price action in these candles, they're just bouncing back and forth.
Artlist.io.
So let's hope for a Randy B candle to the upside. Go test that 23,500 would be nice.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
All right, we broke into the range here. Found a little support again at the Friday's VWAP, but not really liking this sell-off now for our long position or long idea. But we do still have the New York VWAP below, so we do have that other line in the sand before we stopped out in the case that we want to exit the trade. Also, our overnight VWAP is down there, so we do have a couple safety blankets or levels to protect our position here. It's good that we wicked off that. Let's see if we can actually close this to a green candle. We got 2.5 minutes left on this candle. Let's take a quick peek at the 1 minute here. Getting lots of wicks on the downside, although we continued to sort of roll over there. But these wicks do show a little bit of promise. Let's hope that the buyers are still here, right?
Artlist.io.
If price inverses the gap, I'm done on it. Nasdaq.
Artlist.io.
That's a fair observation there. Oh, sweet. I got a couple more subscribers. Appreciate it. We're up to 28 now. I think after the Sunday night stream, I ended up with 26, so I got a couple more today. Thanks for that.
Reimagined.
Lots of wicks on the downside. We do have some wicks on the top. So like I said, this is definitely a battle area for the buyers and sellers. Main reason behind thinking that we're going to be going long, not only are we, some bullish price action out of the gate, but we did sweep the lows already. We swept Friday's lows in the pre-market. So 23,401. We dipped down below that. Quick V reversal. So that's a pretty bullish sign here. Kind of gives you a little more confidence that we might be going higher. Obviously, there's no guarantee. This blue VWAP keeps moving on us here. I'm going to delete this one. I don't know what it is. That shouldn't be there though.
Artlist.io.
So been doing a whole lot of nothing here so far. Been hugging this trend line. on the downside here. So this could just be sort of hopefully the retest and then a move higher. Yeah, Zar, is the gold looking really good right now or what? It was pretty bullish last night. Did I add it here? Let me see. CG, I think here.
Music licensing reimagined.
I'm gonna highlight that one. Yeah, we had this big move last night. Like, look at that. Boom.
Artlist.io.
Come on, buyers. Here we go. Let's get some gas here. Summon us a Randy B candle, please. 16 viewers. Nice. We got 13 viewers in Randy's channel and 6 in mine. See, I think that this streaming over to 2 channels is good. It's it's getting us a little more exposure, giving some of Randy's viewers something to look at, because typically Monday, Wednesday, Friday he's streaming live on ASFX TV, which is a really good community if you guys are looking for a community to join. I think you can get the first month for free if you want to experience what their streams are like. So that's why I started streaming Monday, Wednesday, Friday, because yes, I do have a channel, Zar. It's Market Butcher. Market Butcher is the name of the channel, and if you search Market Butcher Trades, then it's easier to find. So Market Butcher is the channel, and if you search for Market Butcher Trades, it's a little bit easier to find because there's a lot of actual meat butchers that basically get all the, the algorithm sends you there if you search for Market Butcher, because there's lots of butchers that sell meat at a market. So
Artlist.io.
Pulling back here some more, guys. Not loving it right now, obviously. We did touch the New York VWAP there also.
Music licensing reimagined.
It is good that we bounced off that VWAP though, so. Oh, hey, sweet. Thanks, guys. Thanks for subscribing. It looks like I'm at 31 now. 31 subscribers. I had 26 at the end of the stream on Sunday night, so much appreciated. Every click, like is every subscribe, every like helps the algorithm get us exposed to more people. So thank you for that. I think that that deserves a little bit of an applause.
Artlist.io.
To say thank you for you guys. But yeah, so it's pretty good. We're getting some good coverage between the 2 channels. Also, I don't know if you guys know, but there is a really good sale on Top 1 Futures if you guys are looking to get some more accounts. Their 25K accounts and their 50K accounts, instant sim funded. They've kind of changed the rules now so that you can have 5 of them. Before you could only have 3 accounts. And they got 55% off the 25K account and 50% off the 50K account, from my understanding. This sale is only running till the end of the week. And if you want to get those discounts, all you need to do is use Randy's code TRB or Christine Also, which you guys obviously, if you've been on the channel live watching Randy, you definitely know both of them. So you can use Christine or TRB to get the discount on those. And yeah, I'm thinking about picking up 5 accounts to copy trade. I'm leaning towards the 25K accounts. Probably trade only 1 to 2 micros in that, just to be conservative, since there is only, I think it's a $1,000 drawdown there. So yeah, keep that in mind. They're a great company. You know, anytime that I've had any questions, they have a live chat that's really easy to find out, you know, questions about the rules and everything. And if you can't find it out yourself, like through the chat, they'll quickly connect you to somebody live. Their payouts are super fast. You know, like after you submit it, you're going to be getting it in no time. So I don't remember how long it was, but you know, I've seen Austin on stream redeem his payout basically, and within, I want to say, less than an hour, he had the money in his Rise account, which is how they pay you out. So I'm pretty sure my payout was also similar to that speed, like within an hour of you submitting it. So they're great like that. They're great support. They use Project X, which I love as a platform. It's not a perfect platform, so I'm always running TradingView on the side, because sometimes your VWAPs, they kind of end up being in the wrong position. So the main way to fix that is you just scroll back to where the VWAP was anchored, right? And then it'll update all the data from there to where you are. So that's just one thing to keep in mind, guys. So we are fighting this trend line now. So it'd be nice if we could get a closure above that trend line. That could help signal that we might get a move higher. I'm going to remove this fair value gap here, because obviously it's been inverted. We have a 5-minute close well below that fair value gap. So we're back in the top of the range here. Like I was saying, if we're going to take a long, we need to protect it. Hopefully, if any of you guys got in before the break of the range, hopefully you took some profits up there. I'm just trying to be patient here. I didn't really have, I waited a little bit longer to get in my entries, so I didn't really have any profits to take. I got some orders front running 23,500 and then 23,512 for the next set of orders, which that 23,512 is where our I thought that was where our VWAP was, or no, overnight VWAP, but it doesn't look like it. On the NQ, when I looked at it on TradingView, it's actually 23,541. So this guy could actually be. Anyways, we'll just put it up somewhere in the middle here. Try to capture some more profit if we do get there. So the way I like to trade, to be a little more conservative, is if we do take out our orders here, I'm going to bring my stop to break even to make it a risk-free trade going forward, and we'll lock in a little bit of profits. So not too excited for today's price action. Might not be getting the biggest move. This could be a bit of a opium trade here, trying to get up to this area, but we'll see if we can't leave a runner to potentially get up there. But first off, we need to get out of this trend line here. Since 1:30 a.m. West Coast, we've been kind of holding below this trend line here. Did have a little wick out. You see that grab some liquidity here and then headed lower. So would be nice, like I was saying, if you got to close outside of this channel here, or the trend line. If we can close up here somewhere around 85 would be really nice. We do have the 200 EMA just hiding in there. That's that little gray line. There we go. We're getting a nice little bounce there. So we did close above it. We're moving up a bit here. Let's see if we can't break the top of this bull flag here. That would definitely signal that we're going to get that move higher. We do have a bunch of orders at 490, 495. So we're kind of fighting it up into those 490s right now, which is lining up with the overnight VWAP. So yeah, I know, right? Mondays and Fridays can be pretty tricky days depending on what's going on. And to top it off, today is a Monday holiday. So, so we're kind of, got to expect that the price action is not going to be that great. But sometimes maybe with the low volume, we can just kind of like trend easier,
Music
right?
licensing reimagined.
But let's see what happens here. Patience is the name of the game. Like watching paint dry here. So we did survive our first pullback there. We bounced off the New York VWAP, which is pretty nice. So that's kind of another thing saying that hopefully we're going to go higher here. But appreciate the comments, guys, and appreciate the likes and the follows. We got 21 viewers now. 15 people are in Randy's channel and 6 are in my channel. So that's awesome. That's pretty high viewership for our channels. Typically, we've been growing, but we haven't been necessarily that high. So 24 viewers, 17 in Randy's channel and 7 in mine. So that's awesome. If you guys are looking for another channel to watch, please check out my channel, subscribe and like it. Just in case, I am streaming and, Randy's not around, give you some content to watch. I do try to post my trades. I've been posting about one video per day, working on my editing skills because it's pretty challenging to edit out these videos and make them really nice. So I'm slowly working to get better, learning little more little techniques and whatnot. But yeah, feel free to check out my channel too. I'd appreciate any like and subscribe on that end. But just happy to have more people here. 23 viewers. It's pretty sweet. So we're waiting for this bull flag to potentially break out here. We're looking pretty strong. We broke the top of the range. We pulled back. We bounced off the New York VWAP, which would have been a great entry actually. And now we're heading higher. We don't really have any fair value gaps at the moment to consider. Value area high is right there. We do have the electronic value area high way up there at the 23,555. But I think our first level to break, which is going to be really important, is going to be the 23,500 area. We're kind of coming up on it right now a little bit. Got a bunch of orders at 38 orders at 95, 57. We got a number of orders in between. Looking like it starts to get thicker at around 94 494 up to 500.
Music licensing reimagined.
So just trying to be patient here. See if we can't get a nice little break, rip through these orders up above. It's pretty dark below. So it's seeming like we don't really have many orders, many draws of liquidity down below. But sometimes that also means that we can just slide easier. So we're not out of the woods just yet. I'd love to see us get above 23,500. Then I'll be definitely more convinced we're going to continue higher. But yeah, just going over what happened in the price action from last night and from Friday. So this is kind of the way I'm looking at it right now is we sold off on Friday, and then what we did here, we had a bunch of chop in here. So I would consider this kind of area to be accumulation area. So what they're doing is they're just picking up shares. They're selling and buying shares in this area, accumulating. And then we do a manipulation here, right? So we broke the lows. That's a nice way to look at manipulation. Now, I'm hoping that this is going to be distribution. So we're going to head towards the highs here again to distribute these shares higher, right? It's a little ICT concept. I'm not a huge ICT guy, but I do appreciate a couple of their concepts like that accumulation, manipulation, and distribution, plus the fair value gaps. Those are some things that I'm looking at. Also, if we can get a divergence between the two indices, like let's take a look at that real quick here. So we did have a bit of a divergence from ES. So ES has a bit of a
music licensing reimagined.
I wouldn't say it's really divergence at this point. Let's see. So we're making higher highs on ES, right? And we're actually making lower highs so far on NQ. So since the bell, so we do have a bit of a divergence there. And because we're above the point of control on both of those, again, that's something that makes it seem like we could be going higher. It looks like ES is going to have an easier time going higher. So, but ES does have a bullish divergence. So maybe we're trading the wrong indice right now, but I just like NQ because it seems like we get a little bit more of a move, especially on a low volume day like today. "28 viewers, nice. We got 19 viewers in Randy's channel and 9 viewers in my channel. That's the all-time high for me on my channel, anyways."
Artlist.io.
Much appreciate all the viewers, though. Please hit that like and subscribe button. I know I keep saying that too much, but we're growing channel here, just trying to get bigger, trying to get some more exposure. If we can get some more exposure, then hoping to also become an affiliate, and then I can start doing some giveaways and whatnot. I have a bunch of ideas for some like giveaways and things like that, but we need to kind of build our viewership before we can get those. Nobody really wants to. None of those affiliates really want to give affiliates out to people who are brand new into the streaming scene or the YouTube scene. So appreciate the love. Okay, Nathan, you got out break even on NASDAQ. Okay, I mean, at least you're not going to be missing out on much. I don't think we're going to be getting a huge move today. I mean, I guess you never know. But we're trying to break out of that flag right now, which is promising. We got 1 minute and 30 seconds left on this candle. So, okay, so you're in the SPX 500. Nice. That definitely deserves an applause.
Music licensing.
I'm looking back to break even on NQ right now. Hoping we're going to get a break out of this bull flag here. What would Patrick Whelan say here? He'd be saying, "Oh yeah, look at this bull flag. It's so easy, guys. Just buy. It's gonna go up." Don't. That's not financial advice. I didn't mean buy, guys. Definitely be careful today. We got low volume and everything, so
Artlist.io.
I better actually change the banner here. Trading MES and NQ futures, not financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. Although I do hope to bring you guys some value in the market outlook and some levels and whatnot. So we got the book map live for you guys so you can see what's going on above us here. So this has got to be the draw of liquidity, right? It's just whether or not we have enough buyers to get through any of this stuff. The key level we're looking at 23,500. If we can take that out, we can definitely look for some continuation today. I was saying yesterday that 23,400 is actually a key bearish level, and look what happened. We came down, overnight. We broke it. We flirted with it a little bit on the bottom side, and then made a super V recovery. Like, look at those candles. That would have been a beautiful trade. That was right at midnight, just before midnight. 5, 10, 15 minutes we ran.
Artlist.io.
Let's see. 80 points in 15 minutes. That's a trader's dream right there. One contract at $5 each contract, or is it $2 each point?
Music licensing reimagined.
$2 per point. $160 per contract on that move.
Artlist.io.
Can you show your top step stats? My top step. I use top 1 futures, not top step, but sure. Let's. I'll show you my dashboard for my TradeZella here. That's my
Music licensing reimagined.
So this has been my month so far. Obviously, we're in September now, but it's been a decent month. Mostly green. I've had some sporadic red days. Unfortunately, I haven't been controlling those days. I had a bit of some what I would consider sort of like tilt days. Still working on keeping my losing days smaller, but like, it's so hard after you take that initial trade. You want to like take another trade to get it back, and you end up losing more, unfortunately. So but yeah, not bad overall. I'm up 1,300 on the month. Just so you guys know a little backstory about myself, like I started getting a little bit interest in stocks and trading back in 2019 or 2020. I was trading some like small cap momentum style trading, like Ross Cameron style. Didn't have very much success. I started in the Canadian market actually, and I was having a bit of success, and I thought, oh, this is no problem. So I moved over to the US market. Had a little bit of success and some failures. Ended up blowing, not accounts, but blowing some live money, some my own personal capital, and reloading a couple grand, losing it, reloading a couple grand. So after I think I've spent about a year, and I was relatively break even trading. I kind of was slightly down on the year. So then I kind of started thinking that options were going to be the way to go next. So I started looking into trading options. I was basically trading Tesla mostly. And then we had the big COVID crash, right? Everybody remembers that. I was long in my accounts on Apple and Tesla on some option trades. And as the market started selling off, I was like, oh, this is normal. We're gonna bounce. And of course, everybody knows there was no bounce in sight at the start of that breakdown. So it kind of like blew my account a bit for sure. Like I think I went down to a pretty low amount in that account. So I actually stepped away from trading for a while. So the start of 2025, the end of 2024, my friend Randy, who you guys see on his channel there's 12 viewers in Randy's channel right now. I noticed that he had started trading futures, and I'm like, what is futures, right? So I had seen it in the past, but never really delved into it so much. So I loaded up my personal account with a I had a little capital in there, but I
Artlist
needed a little
IO.
bit more to be able to trade the futures. So I started trading one contract futures in that account. And yeah, so I was doing that. I started that in February. So all of February, all of March, I was trading my own personal capital, a little bit up, a little bit down, just trying to get used to this whole futures trading. And then, then I started getting into prop firms. So after, I think it was April, I got into prop firms. About a month passes and I got my first payout from the prop firms. So unfortunately, since then, I haven't attained another payout. But I would say I'm still relatively new to the prop firms. So it's just been a grind. I'm hoping September is going to be the month that I get my next payout here. So looking like we're getting a bit of a pullback here, guys. But yeah, that's a little background on my history there. So I am relatively new, so it's good if you guys are looking for a perspective of a relatively new trader as we get better and grow. This would be a good channel for you guys to view, because it's probably some of this stuff is relatable. Trying to control tilts, over trading, revenge trading, that kind of stuff. And a great way to do that is through the Top 1 futures, right? So if you go into your settings here, you have risk settings, right? You can set up a bracket order. Anytime you enter a trade, it'll automatically put a stop and loss out there for you. But more importantly, you can set your daily loss limit. So this is a personal daily loss limit. In this account, I have it set to 900 because it is a 150K account, and our full profit at 1800 because we have consistency rules for that. So if you can, you don't want to go any higher, because then it's going to make your profit target be higher before you can take your payout due to the consistency. Nice, Kapka, that's sweet. Yeah, so it makes sense for the 150K accounts. So I just set it up to liquidate and block at the loss, and also at the personal daily profit target, so that we don't blow our consistency out of the water by getting like a $3,000 day, and then if it's a 20% consistency like they are, I think, on the Top 1 futures, you got to multiply that times 5, so then you'd have a $10,000 or $15,000 profit target before you can take your first payout. So keeping that in mind. So that's a great feature about these guys. And then not only that is, if you do take a good trade, you can there's this little button up here you can hit, and then if you want, you can lock yourself out. So say you start feeling like you're tilting, you're starting to feel stressed, or maybe your mental capital feels really low. That's something you want to ask yourself throughout the day, is like, how's my mental capital right now? Do I have the mental capital to like sit through these drawdowns, or am I feeling off? So you can come in, you can lock yourself out for 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, all day, or a custom time. So that's another great feature to, because how many times have you guys been like, yes, I'm green, I'm going to stop trading? You leave your chart open, maybe you're doing some housework or something, answer some emails, you're looking at your chart and you're like, oh, this looks like a great opportunity. So you end up taking a long or a short, and what do? You give back your profits, right? So usually if I get up on the day, get close, I'm not really trying to shoot for my profit target of 1800, but if I can be green on 1 or 2 trades in the morning, I'll definitely be locking my accounts out to try to preserve that capital, reset, reassess, and get back at it the next day when you have a better chance of making some more money, making some good trades. Try not to focus too much on the money part. Just focus on finding the good trades, being patient, and wait for good trades. We got 18 viewers right now, so 11 in Randy's channel and 7 in mine. If you guys do want to check out my channel, it's Market Butcher. Let's see here.
Artlist IO.
So yeah, so that's my channel, guys. If you do want to check it out, Market Butcher is the name of the channel, but I would
Music
search Market
licensing
Butcher Trades,
reimagined.
since everything you're gonna find if you search Market Butcher is actually meat butchers. They've got that space on lockdown. So, but yeah, I appreciate anyone who does like or subscribe to the channel, and also make sure you like or subscribe Randy's channel. He also goes live Tuesdays and Thursdays with Christine. I'm also on his channel on Thursday. And like I was saying, make sure you take advantage of those top one futures discount right now, and they increase the amount of accounts that you can trade. And it's only active for this week, so kind of got to get in there quick if that's something you want to do. Taking a look at the indices really quick. They're all kind of pulling back a tiny bit right now off of their highs. Dow's looking pretty bullish, holding at the electronic VWAP. ES is looking pretty bullish too. NQ, unfortunately,
Music licensing
is looking the least bullish out of the three. Pulling back here, bouncing off that 21 EMA. Just so you guys know, I run VWAPs and I run some EMAs. I run the 9 EMA, the 21 EMA, and the 200 EMA. That's a little gray line there. It's pretty hard to see. But those are mostly for entry and exit ideas. Like, so, you know, obviously when it's bullish, if there's a big gap between the 9 and the 21, like there is right here, you can see it's spread out. That means it's probably going to go higher. So once they start rolling over and closing the gap, that's usually signaling the end of the move. Not always, but that's just something I can look at. I also have the MACD on here, which is another indicator similar to the 9 and the 21. Can kind of tell you. So like if you see the MACD right now, it's kind of rolling over here. We're touching right there. So this is actually a pretty key area. If we don't get some buyers stepping in, this will completely cross, and then usually it means we're going to start heading lower. So these are just little things that I'm watching for to kind of like see if the momentum's still there or not, right? Let me get this back here into a good position. Don't want to block our book map there. So still finding some support here. This is the overnight VWAP, or the previous day's overnight VWAP, right? Actually, looking like that one shouldn't even be there. I don't know. Yeah, there we go. Should be up there. See what I'm saying about the project X? You do have to scroll back. If you go through your time frames, switching, you should definitely scroll back to where these VWAPs are anchored. If that's your only trading platform, because it just they just tend to like lose the data that's like outside of the screen. So if you're flipping through your time frames, you might have to scroll back a bit to make sure that everything's lining up right. But that's why I use TradingView. I got TradingView on the side here. As you can see, I got the ES, the Dow, and the NQ here. So they hold their VWAP values and everything really accurately. So I'm always looking at those to confirm that they're looking correct. In a bit of a move here, guys. I'm gonna have to pull an Austin here on you guys. I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. Let's hope I come back to a sell order being taken out here. So I'll be right back.
Artlist.io. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Artlist.io.
And I'm back.
Music licensing reimagined.
So looking like my Austin move didn't work. Normally when he runs away to the bathroom, the market goes higher. Like we expected though, hey guys, looking like we're watching paint dry today. We've been in this trade now since 6:55, and it's now 7:55. So we've been in this trade for an hour and we really have done nothing. How to read the book map? Hey Mohammed, is this your first time to the channel? Yeah, so book map basically just shows the orders, right? So as you can see here, we have a bunch of orders at 23,495, 497, and you can kind of see here these. This represents the orders. If you notice these little white lines in between the numbers, those are indicating that they're algorithms, right? So some of these orders are algorithms, and they're going to be potentially pulled off the book. So like just because it shows there's quite a few orders here at looks like 23,492.75. Potentially the algos might pull those orders before the target gets there. But basically, like if you see all these colors here, that's like the draw, potentially the draw on liquidity. It's not a guarantee, obviously, but it's pretty dark below. So typically the orders usually go to where the liquidity is, right? Or the price goes to where the liquidity is. So this is a big roadblock, obviously, and I think the 23,500 is really a key level for us to break above, and we do have a bunch of orders up at 23,550, right? So 23,550, oddly enough, or interestingly enough, basically lines up with our electronic value area high. So there's a potential that we're going to head there today. It is a pretty slow day considering it's holiday Monday. Looking like we might be getting a little bit of a breakout here. We need to break these previous highs here at 23,495. And then our real roadblock is going to be the 500s there up above. I'm front running it with 3 of my 5 contracts. I'll leave on 2 runners. I got another order up here for a single contract. So we'll have to see how this plays out. if we touch my 3 market order here or limit order here, I'll be dragging my stop to break even to guarantee that this will be a green trade. But I hope that helped out with your questions there, Mohammed. It's just a level. It's just Bookmap. We just love to use it for finding the levels where we want to target, where we think the price is going to go. So we did break out there, but we're pulling back now.
Artlist.io.
Pulling back here. Let's hope that this is just going to be a quick pullback before we grab some more liquidity, try to stop out some of these longs that just went there. They see this breaking out, and then we're going to continue higher. So. What's going to happen, guys? What's going to happen? So Tim just got out of his SPX 500 trade for a nice profit. That's awesome. I guess you got it out on that last little pop there. Sweet. SPX 500, is that like the SPY?
Music licensing reimagined.
SPX 500, yeah, that's like the SPY, right? So the SPX 500 would be a little bit closer to the ES, right? It is the ES basically. $485 up to $488 here. Nice little wick there. Held the 21 EMA. Our MACD never ended up crossing. So far, so good. And looking like we did find a little support on this pullback here at this on this trend line, lining up also with our 9, our 21, and our 200 EMA all in there. So we got a lot of support right now in this area. Just, are we going to get a move, or are we just going to chop? That's the question. It's a slow Monday, holiday Monday. Hoping for some trending action, but it's looking like our value area high is going to be pretty hard to get through here. Looks like we did get some orders come on at 23,480 below us here. 480, which is down at the New York VWAP. So I guess there's looking like there might be some buyers trying to get in long if there's a pullback to this area, or it could be a stop, right? If anyone who went long in this area, they might be putting their stop right at the New York view up there. Here we go, boys. Let's go. Let's break out this. Let's take this liquidity here and break out of this value area high. This was a nice little sweep to try to fake out some longs there. Let's see if now the longs actually are in play. There we go. We took the 92s and 93s. So we got to get up above this 95. That's where the next largest set of orders are. 495.
Artlist.io.
Are we going to go? Are we going to go, guys? I don't know if you can hear my heartbeat, but it's going really fast right now.
Reimagined.
Come on, buyers. Okay, Value area high. Let's be some support here now, guys. Looking for that bounce here. Got 16 viewers right now. Thank you for checking in. If you're in Randy's channel or in my channel, that's awesome. Appreciate seeing you guys. Appreciate the love. All right, we just took the 95s. That's looking good. So we're up $50 only on these 5 accounts or 5 contracts. Looking for the 49,500 area.
Music licensing reimagined.
23,500 area. So we swept the high there. Let's hope we don't come straight back down now, because there's a lot of orders in there that they're attempting to get through. Let's hopefully the buyers are at the value area high here, gonna hold it. Our 21 is climbing up, or our 9 EMA is climbing up. Our 21's there too. So the MACD is also starting to open up on the high side. So I mean, everything's looking pretty good here, guys. So got out of SPX trade because it hit a major fib level and it was the top of the hour, and I'm not greedy. Yeah, I mean, greed has no place in trading, right? Greed is gonna get you burnt more often than not, right?
Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah, that's a great outlook. Don't be greedy. Take profits, pay yourself. That's what I'm trying to do here. I might be a little bit greedy on those contracts, trying to get it up, front running the orders at 500. But we'll find out, I guess. Just gonna let this trade play out. I do have to get going. Probably at the latest at 8:45 West Coast, so 11:45 on the East Coast. Gonna pull back here. After we dug into some of those orders at the 95 there. All right, Tim. Hey, thanks for coming. Congrats on the good trade.
Music licensing.
And we'll see you next time there. Green trades for Tim. Good job. This is a prop count. Yes, this is a prop count. This is a straight to funded prop count, 150K prop count from Top One Futures.
Artlist.io.
So I'm not a live trader yet. You got to take 3 payouts from one account to be assessed for whether or not you'd go live. Getting a pretty strong pullback here, guys.
Artlist.io.
Let's see. Maybe we're just gonna test this downtrending line here and the 200 EMA right there before we head higher. We got a minute and a half left on this candle. And this often happens when we start digging into orders, like when we have a pretty large block orders up there. We'll often do a pullback, and then on the next move up, we're going to take more of those orders. So I'm not too worried just yet. Overall, we're looking okay. Obviously, not really loving this pullback. It is a pretty big candle, big wick with a big downward candle. But we've seen a couple candles sort of reacting like this and end up getting bought up. So we got one more minute on this candle. Let's see. Hopefully it's just going to buy it back up and we'll close up, around the 9 or so. So this is NQ. Yes, we are on NQ right now.
Music licensing reimagined.
Yes, I've got one payout so far in my accounts. I lost that account since I got my payout, but working on this guy right now. This is a fairly new account. It only has I'm only up by I was up at like about 100, a little over 100 on this account. It's a new one. My other account here is up. It's up $1,000. So fairly new accounts here. These ones had a bit of a tilt day week and a half ago, I think. Week and a half ago, I lost my longest holding account, 50K account. I had it for about 40 days. Was pretty close to the payout. I think I was about 500 away from the payout. Ended up taking some losses, and then later on took some more losses, and then ended up tilting and losing that account, unfortunately. So is what it is. It's part of the game, part of the learning process here. So we're down at the New York VWAP here. Are we going to find support here like we did at the previous times? Pretty bearish candle on that 5 minute. We're not really showing any fair value gaps at the moment. So with all this chop in here, there's, it's not very much clean action. If we were to make a move lower down here, we could probably see a bearish fair value gap show up in this range. But obviously we don't want that to happen. We're looking for potential support around this area. Head back higher. We got those orders up towards the 23,500 area, which is our eventual target, hoping for target. I have half a mind to add to this right now, since we're holding support on this New York VWAP. Let's wait for this candle to close. We still got 3 minutes left here. See what happens. But I might think about adding like maybe 3 contracts to this trade. Then at least if we do get back up to the top of the range here, I'll be able to take some profits. Because when I only have 5 contracts, I think we're only up about $60 at this point. So nice little buyers showing up, protecting that New York VWAP again here. Kind of a sweep of the high. We try to get a bunch of longs to get in here at the break of those orders. When we swept those orders, sweep the high, head lower to try to stop them out. A lot of people in this area are going to have their stops kind of like down below this area. So we would have swept out those stops, and now let's hope we're going to go higher, right? Usually there's going to be some sort of a liquidity sweep before we actually make the real move. One thing that I've noticed about streaming live is that, because I'm trying to have commentary, it actually works out really good for me because, it kind of keeps me open to whatever moves might happen in the trades. So, and obviously being transparent, I'm not going to be taking some of those trades that I really shouldn't be taking on stream or in person. So, actually trading live has been sort of a benefit to me. I've been taking less trades. They've been better trades. And it's been helping me control my tilt, right? Which is going to be the #1 battle for all new traders. So currently have 15 viewers. We got 10 in Randy's channel and 5 in my channel. Loving the exposure that we're getting here. I'm streaming on multiple channels. And I've been talking a bit about Top 1 Futures. They got a really good sale on right now. So if you're looking for some prop firms and you're looking for a good prop firm, where this is definitely a good firm, Top 1 Futures worth looking at. So look at that bounce, eh? Bouncing here, guys. Are we going to see those 500s now?
Music licensing reimagined.
Come on, guys. Here we go. We need to retake that value area high. That's the only bad thing about this candle so far is we're rejecting off the value area high. We started in a new 5-minute candle. Let's see if we can't just take this right away. I'm still hoping for 23,500. Looking like the order came off at 7 for a minute there when we went lower, and then they came back on. That's kind of interesting. Sometimes when price moves away, they just feel like, oh well, these orders aren't going to happen, right? So they take it off, and then once it starts bouncing back up, they throw them back on. So interesting to see what happens here. Still watching paint dry here, guys. Super slow on a Monday. We had all the fun price action last night in the overnight. Dow's breaking out right now. ES and NQ are looking relatively the same. We have a bit of a flat top sort of on NQ, where ES has been making higher highs.
Artlist.io.
We did just make a higher high on NQ, which is a good thing. Again, like I said, hoping for this move to the 500s there, 23,500. We're front running our 3 orders to 99.50. I might even give it another. Put it down to 99.25 there for 23,499.25. So just gonna grab a coffee real quick. I'll be right back.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Looking good here, guys. Let's see if we can't get to those 500s.
Artlist.io.
So to any of you viewers, if you do have a mic and a camera and you ever feel like being on stream, you're welcome to send me a message and we could try to get you guys on stream if you're interested in ever trying to live stream. I'm definitely open to that. Just have somebody else to talk to. We can, go through the process together. I will link my Discord here and see if. So there's my Discord name. So if you guys, anybody wants to link up on Discord or have a friend on Discord and or contact me about potentially hopping on stream with us, that'd be you're totally welcome to. The more the merrier. Give us some more things to talk about, and maybe you can learn some stuff from each other.
Reimagined.
Looking pretty strong here, guys. Are we gonna? And those orders on came off again at what is it, 96.75 or 97 on the button, 23,497. So looking like we might be getting to our 500 here. So like I said earlier, if we tag in those orders, I'm going to be bringing my stop. I'll get it ready right now. We'll be putting it break even so that if we do capture some profits, we won't be giving it back on this trade. So hoping for a bounce here. We'll put our stop right in profit here, just below the value area high, hoping for some continuation on the remainder contracts. We're pretty close. We're a few points away.
Music licensing.
Just because those orders came off in 97 doesn't mean that the seller isn't still there. They could just be, wait for the price to get that area, hitting the ask over and over and over, or selling at the bid or something, just being an overall blocker of the movement. So I haven't let go of my stop yet here because we didn't take those orders out yet.
Artlist.io.
We're up $65 on this trade. Nothing really that big yet. But like I said, if we do touch those orders, I will drop my stop here to make sure that this stays a green trade. Just as much as you got to protect your downside, you got to protect your profits too, right? So. But it's looking pretty good so far. Just taking a breather here. We have about 60, roughly 60, 70 orders between our price and my first take profit there. 23,499. Looking like that seller that was at the 23,497 area is still selling us down a bit here. Hiding the orders behind the curtain. Here we go. Looking like we're getting a little bit of a move higher here. Are we going to touch those orders? Hopefully I don't get edged out on this one. Seems to be a common theme lately. Edging my take profit orders. There we go. We're out. So I'm locking that break even. We did lock in $55 on this trade. Not the biggest trade, but it is a Monday.
Music licensing.
So stress-free trade now going forward. Worst case scenario, we will be up basically $60 on this trade. Not a huge trade, but better than nothing. What does the 23,500 red band on the left side mean? Is that a sell wall that would react as resistance? Yeah, so it depends on how you want to play it. Often it can be a rejection area, but the way that we use the book map is actually, so because we were, when we started, we were way over here, right? We actually use that as a draw of liquidity. So that's kind of like our target more so. That's why I put some orders there. That's why I sold part of my position at that area, because that could end up being resistance, because it is a pretty heavy seller. That being said, not always, right? The eventual target could be, we have another block up here that just came on not long ago up at the 520s. So that's why we'll front run this next order down here, just below those orders. And then we have our other orders here at 23,550. So with the book map being so dark below, we do have some orders down at the 400, but see how it's really dark below and we have all the colors up above? We just use that as the draw liquidity, right? So price typically wants to go where the orders are to, sorry about that, this coffee machine shutting off. Yeah, so we're looking at those orders for the targets. Usually, like I said, I like to front run the orders. So that's why I had these, this take profit here. I put this little gray line at 23,500. Looks like we touched it. I put my orders at 23,499.25, just so that we can be ahead of the wall, potential wall. Sometimes it rips right through it, sometimes it rejects off it. Yeah, so, but the main thing, like I was saying, those orders are usually we use as our targets, right? So the price likes to go to those colored up orders because they're orders on the book. There we go. Looks like we're taking 500. Now, if we can get a nice candle close above the 500, we're definitely looking pretty good for the bullish idea here, guys. definitely looking good for the bullish idea here. We do have this previous day electronic VWAP up there, so Friday's
Music
electronic
licensing
VWAP.
reimagined.
Also a bit of a line in the sand here. What is that price? 504. We got some orders at 504, 505 right there. So could be somebody trying to reject it there. Could get a pullback here. Might end up stopping me out. I'm okay with that. Like I said, we're Monday morning. We've been in this trade since 6:55 West Coast time, and it is now 8:25. So an hour and a half, basically. We've been in this trade, so happy to have grabbed a little bit of profit and put our stop into into profit here. So, like I said, stress-free trade going forward. Might get to this by the end of the day. You never know. But being that it's a slow Monday, I'm not going to be that greedy to try to think that I could get all 5 of my orders to go to that point, right? But good question there. Thanks for checking in. Sippy 2. I don't know how to say that. Sci-Pi 2? Sippy 2? I don't know. Pretty sweet looking name though. So we got 18 viewers right now. We've got 13 people in Randy's channel and 5 in my channel. This whole streaming to 2 channels is definitely paying off, getting more viewers in between the 2 of our channels. Hope we are providing you guys with a little bit of value today. So far, we are looking like we're in a winning trade on this long. Hopefully some of you guys also did get in, but keep in mind this is a recreational channel. It's not financial advice, so make your own decisions and trade at your own risk. But hopefully after watching how we kind of sat through that, you guys can understand a little bit more about trading live and what goes into it if you're new. And if you're experienced, then you know exactly what we're dealing with right here. The choppy holiday Monday, right? So hopefully we'll end up taking these the highs from the overnight here, which is 502. That'd be pretty sweet. What do you guys say? Let's change up the music a bit here for a sec. Let's go with this one. Since we're going up, we want a little bit more of a bullish vibe going on here.
Artlist.io.
Let's give it a little pump, guys. Looks like we took out some orders at the O2s there. I don't think we really swept the high there though. What is our high on this candle? Is 502.25. The high on this candle is 502.50. So we got a tick away from being at the highs from the pre-market. Getting a little rejection there. Dug into these orders a little bit more. Hopefully we'll gobble up the 502s and the 505s. Then there's going to be lots of room up to the 510s and then to the 520s.
Artlist.io.
Sorry, I love my little sound emotes.
Music licensing reimagined.
That's a funny one. Did we take it? Oh, we took it, guys. There we go. We broke above that. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go to the 2-minute chart here. Actually, you know what? Let's stick on the 5. We're going to trail to the 5 at this point. I'm going to give it a little bit more space off that 5. It's still relatively close to the bottom of that wick. So as we're going up here, I'm going to be trailing my stop to guarantee to lock in a little bit more profits. We only have 2 contracts left. So worst case scenario, we're looking at about $80 on this trade now. 55, 65, 70, oh, $70, sorry.
Music licensing reimagined.
Could think about taking one more off up here just to lock in a little more profits. I do have to wrap up the stream probably in about 15 minutes or so. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to take this guy down. We're going to front run the orders at 10. So we'll put it at 875, 508.75 here. Might get a little pop right now. And then we'll get out of those. We'll start trailing a little bit tighter if we do get that pop. Since we only have 1 contract left, we're up $60, so $30 per contract right now. Bit of a small trade, but that's all good. As long as we end up the day green, we'll be happy on holiday Monday. Oh, we wicked up there, almost touched it. 07.25.
Music licensing reimagined.
Let's go with that 09.25 here. Looking like we're going to continue to grind higher here, guys. That's not going to keep my hopes up too much, but getting a little pullback there. Do you have any fair value gaps? We do have a fair value gap right at the value area high. So I'm actually... It's too bad because you know, our order is basically right at the top of that fair value gap right now. So there's a good chance we might get a pullback to here, to this area.
Music licensing reimagined.
91, 94. So we got just got to come up a little bit. $91 to $94, that's $95. So sort of like that.
Artlist.io.
Hey Diego, thanks for joining the stream here. I'm in on NQ right now, MNQ, so micro NQ. I only took a long position with 5 contracts on this trade. I've covered 3 of them at the key level that we've been waiting for at the 500s, 23,499. 25 is where I covered 3 contracts. I have 2 contracts left. Looking to limit out another order here up at the 508.75 area. We kind of need this 500 to now turn into support, hopefully. And then our last target will probably leave a runner just for the value area, electronic value area high from Friday's price action up there, which is at the 550s. And if you look on the book map here, we got orders up at the 550s. I should actually bring this down a little bit below. We'll put it at 49 for our take profit on our last trade there, or our last contract. Looking like we might get tagged out of our single floating contract here. We've got a limit sell order at 508.25. So far, this trade it's taken quite a while. We had this bull flag forming. We broke out. We retested the other trend line, and then we've been heading higher since. So it took a while for this trade to play out. Could have had some better entries here at the New York VWAP, but since I had already entered up here, didn't really make sense to me to add down there in negative. It's a habit I'm trying to keep out of, is to not add into your losers, you know, even though it is still in the thesis of the long. But really the best entry would have been, you know, off the VWAP here. So mostly we trade value areas. So the value area low right there, the point of control, which are the yellow lines, the value area high, the red one here.
Music licensing
I also get some
reimagined.
other levels from the electronic hours. So we got the electronic value area high up there, electronic point of control, and the electronic value area low down there. So really we trade VWAP and value areas. And then I also add in their value gaps for some added confluence. And then I use a 9 EMA, the 21 EMA, and then also the MACD to keep an eye on the strength of the move, right? So like right now, the MACD is looking really good. It's above the 0 point, and the lines are spread, so there's a nice gap. So that's showing that we could potentially keep pushing higher.
Music licensing.
Hey, actually tomorrow is my 1 day off streaming. So I take Tuesdays off. I'll probably be live. I'll probably be trading, but I usually don't stream. I'm on Monday, Wednesday, Friday on my stream alone. I also join Randy on Randy Bain's channel there on Thursdays. And then I stream on Sundays for the market open, Globex open at 6 p.m. East Coast on Sunday night. So here I'll put up my little banner here, show you guys my stream schedule here. I should actually edit this a little bit because it doesn't show Thursdays, because I am live Thursdays. So. Thursday, Friday,
Music licensing
at
reimagined.
9:15 a.m. EST. Also, Sunday, 6 p.m. EST. Save. All right. So I'm not sure which channel you're tuning in from there, Michael. But so between my channel and Randy Bain's channel, we've been streaming onto both channels. So if you are on Randy's channel, feel free to hop over to my channel and would love a like and a subscribe so you can see when we go live anytime. And vice versa, if you're on my channel, definitely head over to Randy's channel and like and subscribe that also, because we have they stream live Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm usually with them on Thursday. So we're just trying to get out more content by streaming out over 2 channels at the same time here, guys. So appreciate any likes and follows on either channel. Also, don't forget to pick up your top 1 futures, instant funded. Usually you can only trade 3 accounts, but they let you copy trade up to 5 accounts if you were to buy some contracts or some accounts during this week. And they're on sale, so they're 50 or 55% off depending on which ones you buy. Get yourself some of those if you can. You can use Randy's discount code TRB, or Christine, I'm sure you've seen her on Randy's channel, if you've seen that channel at all, and you can use her name, Christine, for that. So you can get up to 5 accounts right now, copy trade, and that's where the real money is going to be made, right? So I'm just currently trading one of my accounts at a time. I've been thinking about basketing up my accounts into I have 2 150K accounts on top 1 futures. And then recently I just started trading Lucid here. So let's see here. Get me back in here. It's giving me the wrong password, I guess. So I recently I picked up some test accounts here with Lucid. Also, they're pretty similarly good company, and they also use Project X platform here. So I took a couple trades last night in the overnight session. I'm up 263 in this account, up 236 in this account. Took 2 trades, both were winners. But yeah, mainly I trade top 1 futures. I've got 1 payout so far with them. And if you know anything about them, they have awesome support, and obviously love their trading platform for their safety and their risk management stuff. Here you can set your personal daily loss limit plus your personal daily profit target, so you don't blow your
Artlist.io.
the score out of the water, so that you can't I keep thinking equity stability score, but that's for the pro accounts. So having a brain fart here, guys, sorry about that. Anyways, if you make too much money, your profit target's going to be higher.
Music licensing
So
reimagined.
maybe somebody in the chat can type that in there, since I'm having a brain fart right now. Still hoping to get tagged out on this order at 23,508. Just chopping around in this little area right above the 500, which is definitely a good sign. That key level 500, it's a psychological level, and important for the bulls to hold if we're going to move higher. So,
Artlist.io.
oh, big yawn. I streamed for 4.5 hours last night. So took 2 trades, was in the stream for over 2 hours before my first trade. Both trades actually ended up really good here. I can show you guys real quick. Here's my dashboard for the month. I'm a little up around 1,100 on that, but we can go to your daily journal here. And then, so this is my Sunday trades here. You can open up your notes. I do a little write-up, trades taken, markup from the day, end of the day review, biggest lesson of the day. I usually don't fill these out on my Sunday trades. I'll fill it out for my Monday trade. But you can import your markups on here. So, for example, this is a trade I took, one of the trades I took last night. We had climbed pretty nicely from the open at 3 p.m. or 6 p.m. East Coast. Had sold off a bit here. I entered one NQ here at the Asia Open. There's a bullish fair value gap in this area that I was using. And I was targeting the orders up at 23,550. We had orders up there. So took a long there, ended up, got edged on my take profit order, didn't quite hit it there, but closed the trade shortly after in profit there. So that was that trade. The other trade that I took was this guy right here. And this was like towards the very end of the stream. We had been tightening up our range really tight here. We had a downward trend line. We ended up breaking below the 200 EMA and the overnight, or the electronic VWAP. So I went short to NQ and the nice take of the electronic VWAP, the previous day VWAP, and it was in a bearish fair value gap following this big bearish candle. So we got a pullback. I entered there, went into drawdown a bit there, not too much. Ended up covered one contract here because I went short 2 NQs, which are pretty big contracts. So once I cover a contract, I always move my stop to break even. Came down, kind of got edged again on my order here, so I closed it manually, and then eventually on this candle it probably would have tagged in my order or close to there, or maybe actually this is where I got edged, and then I ended up closing it. Ended up going lower a little bit later, but yeah, those are the trades from yesterday.
Artlist.io.
Not bad. Still watching paint dry right now, guys, so hey, is it Jesus or Jesus? It's probably Jesus. So does a heat map come free if you use a prop firm, or is that something I purchased separately? Yeah, it does not come with prop firms, so it is a fairly expensive add-on. But hey, if you want to see these levels, come check us out live on YouTube. Any of my channel or Randy Bain's channel. We always have the book map on here, so you can see the key levels that we're targeting, and we're always talking about these levels. So earlier when we got into this trade, somewhere around here, we were targeting these orders up at the 23,500, since they were the only real liquidity on the book. We did pull back a bit here a couple times, but then eventually ended up taking those orders. Now we got orders that came on around this time that we were getting close to taking out these orders at the 500. We got some at 520, and the 550s were on there for quite a while up there. So that's kind of my end target. But I did cover some contracts just at the 500. Brought myself to break even, just so that we can guarantee that we're going to have a green trade. Our next set of orders now are front running the orders up at this 10 here. Getting a bit of a pullback here. If we do get stopped out, so be it. We are closed up only $55 on this trade, but we'll get another 22 out of that, so we'll be about 77 in profit up there. I do have this one order, just trying to get a little bit more profit here in case the 500 level ends up breaking. So far it's been looking like it's been support. So yeah, the best way to get some free heat map action is just by going to these live YouTube streams. If you're in my chat or if you're in Randy's chat, definitely check out the other channel and like and subscribe. We currently have 15 people watching Randy's channel and 5 in my channel. So you trade basic support and resistance. Seeing the heat map gives so much insight. I like how you explain it. Yeah, so I mean, support and resistance is a very great way to trade, and having the heat map just gives you those targets, right? Like if the market is dark like this, typically, not always, the price usually doesn't want to go there because there's not a whole lot of orders, right? When you have more orders, the market tends to like to go to the orders, and that's why we were looking long here back. I think I entered back here, so I've been in this trade for, I entered at 6:55 or 9:55 New York time, and now we're still in this trade, and it's almost 2 hours. So appreciate the subscription if you do subscribe. My channel is Market Butcher.
Artlist.io.
Market Butcher, search Market Butcher Trades to find it. So Market Butcher is the name of the channel, but it's overrun by actual butchers, meat butchers. So it's hard to find my channel. So if you search Market Butcher Trades, you'll be able to find that. And then there's Randy Bain's channel, which has 18 viewers in it right now, 5 in my channel. Search for Randy Bains or the Randy Bains, and you can find his channel. So definitely appreciate any of the likes or the follows or subscribes, on either of the channels. We're streaming to both channels just so we can get a little bit more coverage to multiple outlets, hoping for to get some more exposure and to grow the channel. Hopefully you guys are getting some value from these streams. That's kind of what we're here for. Main reason I'm streaming is for transparency and accountability. That way I don't go tilting, over trading, revenge trading stuff on stream, because I got to consider that viewers are watching, and if I'm taking stupid trades, you guys might be inclined to jump in on those trades on occasion. So trying to keep the trades smart and easy, and try to provide some value. So awesome, thank you, appreciate the subscription. Definitely gonna do an air horn and an applause for that. Appreciate it. Appreciate all you guys coming in and checking it out. And just a reminder, guys, that this is for recreational purposes and not financial advice. Just got to say that as per sort of YouTube terms and safety for the streamers. But I do hope that you do get some value from this, like give you some ideas on the entries and how we make our decision on these entries. This trade's going pretty well for us. It's been a long one, but we're in the green. And because it's a holiday Monday, I did go with a little bit smaller share size of 5 contracts. Looking for those orders. Originally, we were looking for the orders at 500. Now we took those orders. Now I'm hoping that the 500 acts as support. We do have some more orders up at 510. So I just want to get a little bit more profit under the belt here. So I'm front running those orders at 510. Got my single contract take profit up there at 509.25. And then I'll let the last contract go to wherever it wants to go. I might end up shut down the stream when 8:50 here. I gotta actually take off pretty soon. So you're aiming for 53,400 today, but it seems a bit too much for being the holiday. Yeah, that's a pretty bearish look. The only thing that I can say is that we did touch that. We broke that last night, right? So had we not taken this out last night, I would definitely say that could definitely be our target today. But since we took it out and we've so I was saying earlier, this is the reason I was thinking long. It's an ICT concept. I'm not really an ICT trader, but so there's 3 stages of accumulation, 53,540. Okay, 53,540. 23,540? Not 53, 23,000, right? Anyways, okay, so the 3 stages that they like to talk about.
Artlist.io.
Okay, so accumulation, manipulation, and then distribution, right? So I feel like this whole area here is all accumulation. We came down, we swept the low, so I would think that this is kind of our manipulation. And then now I'm thinking distribution.
Music licensing reimagined.
So, that's kind of why I got this sort of a bullish point of view right now. Bullish bias, I guess I should say, is because we swept those orders down at the 400s there and bounced from it. So if we would have closed down there and kept looking lower, then I would have definitely been thinking we're more bearish.
Artlist.io.
But yeah, running out of time here, guys. I really got to get going. So I might just take this one contract off here, guys. Just because I do need to shut down here, so I wouldn't mind capturing a little bit more profit on this. See if we can't get tagged in. Pulling back a little bit more.
Music licensing reimagined.
Leave it right there at the 98.75. Looking like it's gonna take it out. Okay, we took it out there. All right, so the rest of this trade is now stress-free. Since we do have that big block orders up at 20, I'm not gonna keep the stars on the remainder contract. I'll just front run those 20 orders at 20, and I'll just set it and forget it. I'm gonna walk away at this point. I'll let you guys know maybe on the later point that if we end up getting our full take profit on that trade there. But yeah, appreciate you guys showing up. Sorry, I missed a couple comments here. Yeah, 53,000, 23,540. Yeah, I totally got you though. I knew what you're talking about there. There's too many numbers, isn't there? It's always changing. So yeah, so I'm gonna wrap up the stream here, guys. Much appreciate all the views. Look at that, 16 viewers in Randy Bain's channel, 5 in Market Butcher's channel. Loving it, loving the exposure. Much appreciate all the people, all the
Artlist
comments. Make
IO.
sure you like and subscribe on both channels, and take a minute to check out Top One Futures. Here we got, this is where you can buy their accounts. They got the instant sim funded on sale right now, 50 and 55% off depending on the account you take. Normally you can only copy
Music
trade
licensing
up to 3 accounts,
reimagined.
and right now you can trade up or copy up to 5 accounts, which would be a pretty huge payout if you can get to the profit target. So if you're looking to scale up, now's a great opportunity. You can use Randy's code. I don't have a code currently just yet, but you can use TRB, the Randy Baines TRB, or Christine. Christine also streams live with Randy on their channel, and you can pick up a nice discount, get up some of these orders, copy trade. You can maximize your payout potential by doing something like that. Pulling back here some more, guys. I'm actually going to just bring this down here below this fair value gap since I'm going to be walking away. Worst case scenario, we're going to get $2 more, so it's going to be a $75 trade. Not the biggest one, but it is a holiday Monday, so I'm not going to, I'm going to be grateful for what the market gave me today. It took a couple hours to get there, but more importantly, we got some more subscribers, and we got some more coverage. We got 18 people in Randy's channel, 6 people in my channel. So if you guys do want to see my channel, here it is, Market Butcher. Search Market Butcher Trades. It's a little bit easier to find my channel because Market Butcher is flooded with actual meat butchers. So appreciate it, guys. Like and subscribe if you can. Just trying to grow the channel at this point. We will be live for sure Wednesday morning at 9:15 East Coast. Let me change the banner here real quick so you guys can see that also. Here's the stream schedule. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 9:15 a.m. and then Sunday at 6 p.m. EST, so Eastern Standard Times. Tuesday is really my only day that I'm not streaming. Now, if I find that people are looking for more people to stream on that day, I'll definitely. There's Christine. Yeah. So if you're gonna get some accounts, that's right there. That's who you need to use, Christine, as the code to get the discount on Top One Futures. Like I was saying, you can get your 5 instant sim funded. They're a little bit easier. They got the end of day drawdown rather than the pros where they have the trailing drawdown. Looking like we're gonna get potentially stopped out here, guys. Would have been stopped out if I left my BP right where it was, or my stop where it was. So, but yes, thanks so much for checking in. Get a little heartbeat since we're getting close to a take profit here. Get a little air horn and an applause. And we're going to shut down the stream there. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you on the next stream on Wednesday.
Artlist IO.
Take care and good luck today.